Welcome back to the channel. This is the April 26th, 2023 edition of Pumpkin Valley. Saw Woolsocks, there's Vegan Cyclist, there's Ride Bikes Alex, got some Bellow Kings in the room, got Cole, Esteban, that guy probably should be a Bellow King, Diego, Nate, and Stone. So pretty good group of guys. As a reminder, I don't race team tactics on Wednesday, so it's me against the world. And in this edition, it's me against Tyler, who's mocking my little mugging for the camera here. So this is the first lap. We do one neutral and then five hot. So this is the first hot lap. There he is, little top tube. He was scoffing at my my new handlebars, my Aero Coach Super Aero 32 centimeter wide at the hoods bars that I have on the S-Works SL7. And coming up here, I think got the first of what will be quite a few attacks. So I roll around. This is a right to left crosswind. So I put in a pretty good dig. Tyler jumps on my wheel. We get some good separation here. And I think we ultimately get chased back here. Open it up pretty good. This is the top side of the course, kind of, again, right to left, crosswind. I'll have a little front camera, small picture pop up here in the next clip. Editor's error, we'll call it. Accidentally deleted the first clip from the front camera, so I'll integrate it here after we get through this clip, I believe. So Tyler pulls through. You can see the chase group is not giving up. It's the first lap. I'm just trying to test legs, see who's got fitness / motivated, and we'll keep testing throughout the race here. So we're coming through. If you look at the map there, this is the kind of the downhill section, little sweeper. And then it kind of goes into actually a left to right crosswind as you kind of descend down this hill. It usually comes back together on this hill, which is the case here. I think you can see we're all back together now. So one attack in the books, more to follow. Still on the first lap. Here we go. This is hairpin into the second lap here. And all still together. You can see now 10, 11 minutes into the race, and Tyler's doing a good job of marking Mark. So he's trying to just kind of stay glued to my wheel. I would kind of see what would happen. I think I let even a couple of guys get up the road to see if anyone would go. Yeah, there's Cole and Stone. We brought them back. A couple more guys. I think that might be the front of the race. There might be one more person up ahead here. But again, just kind of, yeah, there's Esteban. Esteban's riding strong. So now we're kind of all back together. So I guess I kind of stitched that one up. Put a little string. And here's our front camera. Oh yeah, so Nate put in a good dig, Nathan, and kind of about the start-finish line on this lap, and get him brought back here up at the top. And now we are kind of downhill again. Jumped ahead here, still on the second lap, but this is the downhill section of the course. And I kind of surge ahead here, but again, just reminder, probably to myself, that the downhill surging doesn't really separate because there's pretty good shelter, and this is definitely more exposed, more of a headwind, cross headwind section. So even though it's downhill, not a lot there. So I kind of check up here, and and you see it kind of regroup, fan out. Everyone's kind of back together. Again, still on the second lap, about 16 minutes in. I think we throw in someone attacks up here. This will show you some of the rest of the course. This next kind of sweeper section is cool because it you get this cool kind of palm tree effect you'll see on the left side of the road with the sun kind of setting. It's kind of a cool vibe. So this is pretty headwind here, but Ride Bikes Alec puts in a big dig, and I'm not gonna let gaps open, so I jump on it, and everyone else kind of. Tyler's still on my wheel. Everyone's still kind of connected here, but it was pretty strong. I mean, I'm still doing 400 watts there. Again, kind of into the headwind. And then he kind of checks up a little bit. We all kind of recover. And I think someone counters here. Trying to remember. Looks like I do. And again, Tyler on my wheel. So ramp it up to 400 or 500 watts. Coming through. This is the finishing stretch to the finish line. You see some cones up here. We got Guillermo, sets up the cones, little blinking lights, has lap cards for us, throws out preems for us. There's the lap cards, so now we're coming in 3 to go. And so that was the start finish line. Jump ahead to the hairpin on 3 to go. And I'll put in another strong dig here, kind of stretching the elastic a little bit. It's not so bad if you can get on someone's wheel up this hill. I mean, I'm doing, 400 whatever watts. I guess I backed off now here because we're kind of connected again. Yeah, and I guess I kicked it on again here. I was gonna say if you're in the draft here, it's not terrible. It's left to right, and so you kind of want to gutter people, but you don't want to, in this case, gutter them into traffic. So I kind of swing off, back off here, and the pace Tyler's just sitting next to me, like no one wants to pull the pace list at what 14 miles an hour, which means a counterattack is coming, right? Look at Cole, he's looking back, who's going, and so I just go ahead and go again, just to kind of piss everyone off even more. But again, Tyler covers it. Actually, to check that, Esteban went, so that was his bad. So here we are, back at the top now. This is where I finally got some separation from Tyler, I think, on this breakaway right here coming up. Maybe not this one. So I'm hanging way back. I'm getting ready to slingshot past everyone. Tyler knows what's coming. Everyone else kind of doesn't. So he keeps kind of glancing back, waiting for me to go. And I think I said, not yet. And then I said, now. And so now we're both just full, 1,200 watt sprint. We're going for it. And put in a long, hard effort. Got separation from Tyler. But I don't think this is not the one that sticks here. I think I'm trying to bridge up. That's right, because Esteban actually got away. He let him up the hill, and I think this is kind of bridging back to Esteban. And so now we're kind of 3 together, but I know these guys, I'm going to have to pull. So I kind of pull. I don't attack through, but I pull through, holding 300-ish watts or whatever. But I think we ultimately get chased back here, maybe at the downhill section coming up here. But this is coming into lap 4 now. bottom into lap 3. This is the last straightaway before the finishing stretch. There's our palm trees, little California vibe, and Woolsocks goes up the road, and no one really wants to chase, present company included. So we kind of let him roll off the front there, and it looks like Esteban goes with him. So now there's two guys going up there, but Tyler is going to continue to mark me, and he puts in a little dig and stitches it back up. I jump on his wheel, and I think we close it back down here. So now we're starting lap number 4 here. I think we all come back together, and let's get it stitched up. Tyler, jump ahead here. Okay, hairpin, lap 4 of 5 laps. Let a gap open up. I think that's Woolsocks again. Again, I slow, no one pulls through. The gap opens up. We're down to 14, 15 miles an hour again, which means good time to attack. I put a little dig in the inside, kind of stretched out a little bit. Esteban did a good job of covering my wheel on these attacks. He rode really strong, so props to you, Esteban. Tyler's there, always strong. And then I think we got Cole and Diego. And so we're all back together, almost to the top of the hill. Jump ahead here. Top of the hill, top section. Again, remember the right to left crosswind. So I make sure Tyler gets kind of blocked in, and now I'm on the sheltered side. He's got 3 wheels in front of him, got him blocked in, and then I put in another hard attack, but now he can't immediately respond. So I'm able to open up this gap. Props to Cole. Cole surges up, is able to grab my wheel here. Cole had just done this 30-30s workout, 30-30s kind of sprint interval VO2 stuff, or anaerobic rather. Gets on my wheel. We're bridged up to Alex here, and now it's 3 of us, and we got a gap. I mean, we're probably not going to get caught unless they get really organized. So I pull through. Figured Alex, aka Woolsocks, is pretty tired. There's Nate. He's a lap down, but he goes ahead and jumps on with us. He's getting stronger and stronger every week, and so get back in if you're a lap down. Just don't help the breakaway. Don't take turns. Just sit on wheels and happy to tow you around. And so we come down the hill. Again, lap 4 of 5. And I stay on the front, put in a little power. These guys are tired, but again, I'm not trying to get away. In fact, I didn't know we even really had a gap here. So I'm just like at steady state 280, 300, somewhere in there. But I think they catch back on once we kind of get to the bottom here. Then you can see behind them is the chase where you can barely see. I think maybe not. That was I take that back. Correction. That was Nathan's blinking light. I thought someone in the chase group was further back, kind of coming up, but. And the gap isn't huge right now. Not to these guys, but to what's left of the main group behind them. So I can't just slow up to let them back on. So I've been pulling pretty much from the top, from that attack on. Haven't taken any turns yet. And so we're back together. And I remind Nathan, I'm like, hey, you can go up the road or sit on, but we can't can't use you. But this is a hard one. I mean, I put in dug deep in this race. I know these guys are pretty smoked too, and but I also know that I have to keep putting pressure on. You see the main group just making the turn behind us. Um, Still digging. And this is where Cole shakes his head, says, "F that noise. I'm done." And so I solo away for the fifth and final lap, take down the W. Good times at Pumpkin Valley. Everyone, thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. Check out some of the other videos. See ya.